Hi guys, it's Natalie and today I'm continuing my trying on all my lip products series with trying on my Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. Now in my first trying on my lip glosses video, I really had actually wanted to try on all of my lip products. That was kind of the whole point, was see what I have in terms of color, finish, sometimes find out if something is expired, sadly. That was kind of my goal. But I have a lot of lip glosses, and so I just started with those, and I did all of them in that video. So if you want to check out that video, you can click somewhere around here and find it. I was thinking about it, and it would probably be pretty bad for my lips to try on so many lipsticks, considering lipsticks are generally more of like a long wear product compared to a gloss. They're a lot harder to remove, and I have generally dry lips. So I thought I would start by just trying on all of my Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. Now I do have several Lisa Eldridge glosses, and those are the first glosses I tried on in my lip gloss trying on video. And I also have quite a few lip liners. I'm not going to try on liners only because those are like purely a longevity thing. I will swatch the liners on my hand with the corresponding lipsticks to give you an idea of the colors. Now the Lisa Eldridge brand is known for her lipsticks, specifically the velvet lipsticks. And I have quite a few of those. They're these ones. The velvet lipsticks are definitely my favorite matte lipstick. They have a really nice pigment, a really lovely soft matte finish. Like the velvet name definitely applies. They have this smooth velvety matte finish that is very comfortable and can also be blotted down super easily. So that's why I like them despite having dry lips. Velvets, I think I'm gonna try the velvets last because they'll be the hardest to remove. And she has quite a few sheer lipsticks that I do have. The sheer lipsticks from hers are definitely my favorite. I get a bunch of use out of these. Kitten Mischief is one of my favorite lipsticks of all time. This one is Love of My Life. It is a really pretty true pink. Her lip products generally have no scent. I don't think she has any that have a scent. I love the texture of these. They're so balmy and emollient feeling. A really perfect in-between lipstick texture for me. They're not too glossy, so they're not like goopy and get everywhere, even though I do like those a lot. But they just have that nice like balmy finish. For me, these are like the easiest to wear, like you don't have to think about them kind of lipsticks. The shade in Love of My Life is definitely really vibrant, especially on me. I think that it's something that looks good on me sometimes, but not all the time. It is bright. It's bright. I feel like I used to wear lip colors like this all the time. It was like my go-to, and you can find a million pictures of me wearing them. But I don't know if something changed in the color of my skin or something, but they don't look good on me anymore. And maybe that's crazy. I don't know. I feel like it's not doing anything for me. And maybe I'm insane. But I don't know. The next one is Spirited Away. This one I thought was going to be a little bit more like brownie and moody. It is a little bit brighter and redder than I was expecting it to be. It's definitely still a moody, like burnt color. I don't know, I feel like the red undertone really comes across. But this one's a really pretty deeper sheer color. I love sheer deep lipsticks because I think it just makes a deeper lip a little bit more approachable to wear. Yeah, this is really pretty. I kind of forget about this one because it's not a typical color I would reach for. I think it does look a little bit warmer on me, but the depth and the muted tones kind of cancel that out a little and make it look a little bit more like at home on my face. I think I like it more now than I used to. I haven't put it on a while because I remember getting it and not really liking the color so much, but I think I like it more now than I used to. It's actually pretty nice. I have to say, I think a lot of Lisa's product photography shows like really vast nuances that aren't necessarily present in the products sometimes. It can also, of course, be due to the person's skin tone you're swatching on. All those things have a lot to do with it. And this is one of those colors that I think I was expecting it to just be like a little bit more like complex, and it's just kind of like a toned down red that is deeper. But I do think it's really pretty actually, and I'm kind of surprised because I remember not liking it so much when I got it, and now I'm kind of like, oh, I like it. So yeah, this is Kitten Mischief, which I've already said is one of my all-time favorite lipsticks. It's a burnt peach color that really has some nice desaturated tones to it, and on my lips, which are more naturally deeper and cool toned, it really just kind of like livens them up. Like I said, I really love the texture of this lip formula. It is really balmy and even has that balmy finish, right? It's not like super glossy. It's more like a natural lip balm type finish and has a really smooth texture, but they're not really hydrating. They're not actually with lip balm qualities. They are just kind of like the color with the balmy finish, and that's fine. But I think it's important to know, if you do have dry lips, like, you do want to put some lip balm on before anyway, even though it's a balmier finish. It's not as just like swipe and go as, for example, like the Raw Man lips are, although those are more like a slightly glossy finish. Yeah, I love this color. It just adds that like caramely warm touch to my lips without being like literally orange. It just adds like a little bit of warmth that kind of cancels out the purple tones in my lips, which are naturally present. It is one of those colors that looks more vibrant in different lightings. It's kind of that way with a lot of Lisa's colors. I think it can shapeshift a little depending on the light. In like natural daylight, like sunlight, this color looks like a lot more vibrant, but I like the like warm tone that it just kind of imparts into the lips. It's like an enlivener without being those like hot pink pH enliveners. This shade Kitten Mischief though, it does have a little bit of a lighter pigment in it that will catch on dry patches. So that is something to note. And obviously my lips have been really dry lately because it's winter. This is her insanely saturated lipstick formula in the shade Skyscraper Rose. This is a high pigment matte finish lipstick. I don't really know why she came out with this, even though she has the velvets. I think it was meant to be more of like a drier matte. Like, it's definitely more matte than the velvets and less creamy. It's just like, I don't know how you'd do this instead of velvets. This is one of those lip colors that it's probably a better idea to use a lip liner for. This lipstick does blur really nicely without feeling like overly silicone-y or anything. Because usually blurring lip products have a lot of silicone in them, and I just really hate that texture. This one, it feels like it probably has a little bit in it, but it doesn't feel like those like whipped mousse lip products that are just really, gosh, it's so pink it just does not come off. But this is one of those pinks that's just like neon, like a deep neon. It's really smoothing. It's a nice lipstick. Just once again, this is from when I was having that hot pink era, like the shade Love My Life, and they looked good on me then. I don't know what I was doing different, but I don't feel like they look good on me anymore. Maybe something changed about my skin color. I'm not really sure, but I don't feel like any other aspect of me has changed. My hair's the same color. You can see it's just like so vibrant and intense. Maybe it doesn't look that bad on me in this lighting, but I don't know if I could choose to wear this again. It just is like, feels like a bit much. Now on to the velvets, which I feel like is the whole point anyone's here. I am pretty sure Velvet Decade has been discontinued. She discontinued a bunch of her deeper colors, I think because something happened with the pigments, but I really hope that she replaces them or finds a way to get somewhat close to them. I'm going to swatch these pencils on my hand and then put the corresponding colors or similar colors next to them. The two lighter pencils are Fawn and Muse. Right away I want to state that I don't really love the Muse pencil because it's more vibrant than the lipstick, which doesn't really make any sense. it feels like these should match the lipsticks exactly. The Muse one is like a little bit brighter, and so it just doesn't do what I wanted it to do, because I generally like to wear lip liners on their own, like not with their corresponding lipstick. I like to wear like lip liners with like a gloss or like a glossy lip or something. And I got these lip liners because I like the colors, but of the lipsticks, because I tried the lipsticks first. This is the lip liner in Fawn, which is, I much prefer to Muse for the way I like to use lip liner. She has come out with new lip liners that are like supposed to be lip colors, not match the lipsticks, which I think is just a better idea in general. And I want to try those, but then again, I'm not huge on lip liner anymore. It's just not something I use in my day-to-day. You see that this is more of that like caramely color. I'll actually swatch Kitten Mischief below it because I feel like that's like kind of how I like to use these. So there's Kitten Mischief and there's Fawn. You see Fawn has more of those like caramely burnt tones, and Kitten Mischief is more peach but is sheer, so together they mix really nicely on the lips. Here's the Muse lip liner and here's the Muse lipstick, and you can see pretty clearly that the Muse lip liner has more red pigment to it, which makes it just like brighter, and I don't really feel like they go together. I wish the lip liner was the color of the Muse lipstick because I love the color of the Muse lipstick. And I have the liners in Blush and Blush Lightly. I bought, when Blush came out, Blush and the Blush liner. I believe that's when the liners came out as well, because this one's in different packaging than the other liners. One thing about my liners, the lip liners, is that they kind of detach from the inside a little bit. They don't really dry out. None of these are dry. They just like detach from the inside tube and like fall in. So it's like I've sharpened this a bunch, but it's like stuck in the bottom of the tube. Maybe that's why she changed the packaging. So Velvet Blush, the liner, is once again also a little bit more red than the lipstick, which has some more burnt tones to it. And generally though, I think they match where it's like close enough, right? It's like just maybe gives a little bit of defining to the edge of the lips, which is not my favorite look. These two colors, maybe the liner's a little bit more vibrant, a little bit more berry than the actual lipstick, which once again, not really sure why she did that. I wouldn't have done that, but whatever. And then this is the Blush Lightly liner. It's a little bit warmer, which is interesting, and just not as deep, basically. It's almost as deep though. I feel like if you already had the Blush lipstick and you got the Blush Lightly lipstick, you might be like, they're kind of too similar. I'm gonna start with Velvet Muse. This one is definitely my favorite just because it's the easiest to wear. It is a really beautiful desaturated beige with brown tones. It has a little bit of rosiness to it as well, which just help it meld with the lip color idea. You can see that this is just like a lot creamier than the insanely saturated lipsticks, but it's still nicely matte. These almost have like a little bit of a clay texture. I do feel like, obviously I've had all the Lisa Eldridge lipsticks for years, and I do feel like the Velvets are the only ones where the taste has noticeably changed. They've obviously initially didn't have any taste or scent or flavor, and now I feel like they've got a little bit of that like lipsticky taste. It's really mild, and considering I've had them for years and years, it's not that crazy, but it is just something to note that out of all of them, these are the only ones that have changed in any way after years, and it's really mild. I feel like this is just such a cool, pretty color. It's like a way to wear an interesting color, but it's still like wearable. Once again, I just want to show that Lisa's lipstick colors have this way of changing depending on the lighting, and in this natural lighting, it just looks so much more rosier, whereas in the other lighting it just looked like really cool tone brown. So there's all those like nuances that come out in different lightings. Yeah, I really like this color, and I really like the way this color blotted. You can see when I've blotted the color, it just kind of creates this like deepened lip effect that, because it's cooler toned, looks really natural with my natural lip color. So that's kind of what I wear this color with as most of the time. Velvet Blush, just reiterating the situation on the hand. Blush Lightly, Blush Liner, and Blush. it's so dark on me. And that's why she came out with Blush Lightly. Once again, this is a color that at full pigment is just so bold on me. It's weird. And I feel like I keep having to show these in the natural light because this lighting is making them look so weird. At full pigment, these lipsticks are just like so intense. And it could just be because I'm very fair skinned. Obviously, that's probably why it is. But that's why I wear them all blotted, basically. But it just becomes this like burnt like lip color tone, and it's a very pretty color, but it's just like so intense on me. Velvet Ribbon is, I think, the quintessential red. If you're like, I can't find a red, it's this one. Like, I've tried so many red lipsticks and I hate them all on me, frankly, except for this one. It's just a really blue toned, slightly deep true red. I know like a lot of people talk about this being like the red. It's used in so many movies and TV shows as a quintessential red lip color. It's kind of a key in makeup artist arsenals because of that. Also because it's a really historical red. Like, this is a red that was being worn in like the 40s and 50s, right? It's like such a timeless and true red, and that's where Lisa's knowledge in makeup history really comes to play, is when she does a color like this that is building upon red lipstick in history, and it's just perfect. It's perfect. I don't know what else to say. And it was like so easy to put on. That's the one thing I like about these, is that even though they're really pigmented, they're easy to put on. Like, I've not used a lip liner at all because I said I wasn't going to, because those things are hard to remove. Just to reiterate the longevity of the lip liners, I just wipe my hand off with just like a dry Kleenex, and the lip liners literally didn't move at all, and the lipsticks like do just come off basically. But yeah, the lip liners literally don't budge. So you can see how beautiful this red is. It actually makes my teeth look white, and as someone with 100% natural teeth, you know how hard that is. It's just such a nice lip color. Whenever I want that like rich lip color, like this is what I use. It's like my New Year's Eve lip color. It's just like so perfect. And I'm gonna blot it because I like that as well. That just takes off some of that like extra pigment that makes it like really deep and just kind of brings out the red color, which is so pretty. It's just such a really nice red, and it really livens the face. Like, think about all those other colors and how I looked at them, and then it's like this one, and I'm not really one for a red lip. You don't see me wearing a red lip. Like this, it just is really perfect red lip. And I saved Velvet Decade for last only because I think it's been discontinued, and I love this color, so this is my protest for her to bring it back. Obviously, I'm about to apply it full pigment. I think first I'm going to apply it the way I usually wear it, and then I'm going to go full pigment on top because it's really hard to tone down something this dark. This is how I apply this lipstick. That is how I apply the lipstick when I wear it. It just gives a really light coating of it, and it's just this deepening effect that is really rich and fun. It really hits on the berry tones of this shade that make it different from Muse. It just has those like berry colors in it that look so cool and vampy, so it's my favorite vampy lip. And then if we're applying full pigment, it's dark, it's dark. This is the one I think the taste has gone the weirdest on. It's not like bad, it's just like weird. It's almost like metallic. I don't really know. This is a little patchy at full pigment. It's such a cool color. It makes me like green. but we love green. So I think that when you apply this lipstick, when you haven't applied 7 lipstick before, it looks really crisp and nice. Obviously at this level of pigment, it's like, yeah, like she needs to bring back more things like this that are really unique in tone and everything. It's just like my vampire realness coming out basically. And then in the waning natural light, you can just see the berry tones, the burnt tones, the dusty tones. It's just like such a pretty color, and I feel like these days you can only find this kind of color from C Beauty brands actually. So it was cool to have something like this from Lisa Eldridge, but maybe it just wasn't popular. Who knows why she discontinued it. She also discontinued some other deep tones as well, but yeah, it's a gorgeous lipstick. I don't wear lipstick very often because I think of it as being like super high maintenance. It is. You have to like reapply it and be aware of it throughout the day, right? And that's just kind of what happened to me. I'm lazy now when it comes to lipstick, at least. I really like Lisa Eldridge's lipsticks. I do want to try her shiny ones. She came with shiny ones that are kind of like the, you know, raw mand ones, but raw mand ones are $10, so it's kind of like, why would you buy a $30 lipstick? Generally though, I think I'm done purchasing like matte lips and things because I don't use them so often. I only use them when I'm taking like cool pictures or something. Don't really wear them when I go out. So that's kind of the point. But thank you guys for watching, for hanging out, for watching me ruin my lips, swatching a million lipsticks on them. So I'll see you guys next time, and all my makeup details are in the description box of this video. So I'll see you next time, and